Let's talk about one that's near and dear to my heart in terms of influencing your lead quality. I think this might be the absolute most important way that you can influence lead quality, because at the end of the day, yes, you can do the search term thing, you can narrow in your search terms, but if you want to grow, if you want to expand your budget, you will be targeting on showing up on more general keywords that could bring in great leads for you, or could bring in leads that don't turn into customers for you. And the way you can kind of control for this is not only focusing on the search terms, but the person who's doing the search terms, the demographics. So just to go over the options you have in Google Ads, you have audiences, which in market, affinity, all the new stuff they've been adding. But like if you're advertising for payroll software, you could layer on you could layer on an audience that shows they are likely to be working at a huge corporation and an enterprise company. And there's tons of other things you can do with the audiences. First, of course, you can observe it and then see how that traffic performs. And if you want to go farther than that, you can. But I love that you can layer on audience. And then demographics, Chris. You can do bid adjustments or completely turn off different demographics, ages, gender, and household incomes. I'm working right now with a client in the travel industry. It's a very high income niche, and we're focusing on older people who have more money and high income people who are in a high income, because when they do these searches, the quality of the lead is much higher. I think this is a great way to influence the quality of your leads and get leads that are more likely to actually become paying customers. And I think you cannot speak enough about the power of demographics and Google Ads search campaigns. What do you think, Chris?
I think that's baloney.
You're very old school. You're very focused on the search term. The search term will tell you the quality of the person. The search term will define their demographics. That's kind of the place you're coming from. Am I right?
Yes, but let me define what I think is the baloney part. The baloney is I don't think that it's that important. I think that it is somewhat important, but in no way do I.
I'll send you money online right now, $500.
Okay.
Don't search it, because that'll ruin it, and that's not fair. But if you can spell baloney,
Oh,
I'll send you $500. Free roll. It's a free roll. You want to do it?
Okay. Yeah. I got stuff I need to buy. Okay, here we go. Ooh,
Baloney.
B-O? Am I already wrong?
I'll tell you when you're wrong, just
Okay,
like a spelling bee.
B-O-L-O-N-G-E-A?
Ooh, close. Bologna.
Oh, wow! I was that.
Yeah, you were close.
Wow.
You were almost
you were
one
sweating.
letter off, and then I was a little bit. Yeah. I was sweating when you got to B-O-L-O-G. I was like, dang, you might actually know this.
I just had to, and I didn't even spell it on my hand. I just had to like visualize it. But okay, thanks for diverting from my point. My point was, the only thing I agree that it's important. I just don't think that I never go to it quickly. It's never something that I consider as a primary.
I mean, I understand your pushback, because people can kind of get married to it and think it's a be all end all, but honestly, what happens is they think that if they control the demographics, then they can
ignore the search terms.
Their lack of skill with the settings, not only the search terms, but the settings and the search terms and the keywords and match types and negative keywords and all that.
Yep.
They stop thinking about that stuff, and they think it's all about demographics, because that's traditional advertising. Get me in front of this person. Yeah. Jason, we have to push back at as search action advertisers.
We're not in the meta here, right? We're not walking around running into the wall with stupid glasses on our face.
Or worse, you see some of the stories.
Don't
go to the metaverse. Don't go to the metaverse. People apparently are not too nice there.
Yeah.
You think the real world's bad?
Can you believe it? People are meaner on the internet than they are in real life. I can't possibly believe that. That's amazing. But the fact is, don't take your Facebook and Instagram, tactics and bring them here. It doesn't belong, because that's not what this is.
All right, I hear that pushback. I get it, but at the end of the day, Chris, you're someone like me or no one's like me because I'm the absolute
Right.
best Google Ads
Yeah.
manager on the planet, but you're someone similar or aspiring to be like me,
Mm.
and you have the settings right, you have the search terms right, you have the match types right, the negative keywords and bids and all that kind of stuff right. Oh my God, you can layer on audiences on top of that and demographics. You can
Okay.
take things to the
Sure.
next level. But
Sure.
I'll give you this. I'll give you this. So I had that discussion with the high income travel industry client,
Okay.
and they were like, don't older people doesn't high income make sense? Shouldn't we just do that? And I was like, yes, but you got to think through things. Why would someone be searching for this specific super high income travel related service that only rich people are searching for if they're low income or a younger age? Well, it could be a high income person's assistant. And
It's a
you
lot
don't
of
want to give
reasons.
up on that traffic. Yeah, that's one example, but that's a very good example of why it could be. Now, I will say this. We had another set of keywords that were not as specific, and it could be high income people. It could not be. And I was like, on that one, high income makes a ton of sense. But on the
Mhm.
other one, let's at least leave the door open to low income, because I could foresee scenarios where it could be low income people searching on behalf of older and higher income people. And so you don't want to turn off that traffic. And then one thing that kind of speaks to your point, Chris, is guess what I don't turn off at the beginning ever?
Oh,
Unknown.
yeah. Oh,
Because
yeah.
I'm still focused on search terms. I'm still
Yeah.
focused on keywords, and unknown is usually somewhere around 40-50% of the traffic. And I don't want to
Yep.
give up on that just because the demographic's not known. But that said, it is a powerful way where you can influence the lead quality you're getting, Chris, especially in my view, especially on the high volume, more generic 2-word and 3-word search terms like movers near me, moving companies, Dallas. Those could be anybody. And if you can kind of make sure they're top income people, if that's what you're wanting to get in front of, well, then all of a sudden you might be getting better moving leads that convert for
Yep.
you at your prices as a moving company. So that's
Yep.
the way I think about it. But I can tell you're very, I mean, did you get in a fight one time? Did you lose a huge client because one of their marketing managers said, we should go into
I
audiences and it messed up the campaigns? What's
yeah.
the beef, Chris?
Yeah, because I just get I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I feel anger rise up whenever people reach out and they fill out my setup form on my site, and it says in there, we're looking for 40 to 60-year-old females with this income. I'm like, don't care. Don't care.
Well, like we were saying earlier, your website is a way to filter for leads, and you could talk about, hey, search advertising is different.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that's
Yeah.
kind of one example of like a real
Just
life example of lead quality.